cookie dough treats, you need to be careful because it's gonna be too sugary and too sweet.
Dates, which one is that on here? I don't see it.
The second
It's the
recipe.
cookie dough.
Yeah, we're gonna start with the second recipe. So we're gonna add the dates here with a little bit of the flaking water. 1/4 cup of nut butter. In this case, I'm using the almond butter. You can use peanut butter, almond butter. It's up to you. In this case, I'm gonna use this, but you can use anything kind of nut butter. Vamos a utilizar un poquito de crema de almendras. Es igual, puede utilizar crema de cacahuate, de almendras, como usted guste. Vamos a utilizar esta porque es la que tenemos aquí del hospital. And I'm gonna use 2 teaspoons of monk fruit to enhance the flavor. Again, remember that we have the sweet in the dates, but we can get more sweet a little bit with monk fruit. And I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And this is gonna be our mixture to get stick all the ingredients. Este va a ser un tipo como de jalea que vamos a utilizar para que queden bien pegados todos los ingredientes. We're gonna blend. And now you can see the consistency. Vamos a ver la consistencia cómo quedó. It's a kind of spread. Actually, you can use as a spread, but you need to be careful with the dates again. You can add as a topping in a pancake top. It's a good idea too. It's amazing the flavor. Okay, so now we're gonna start to mix the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients. Remember that this kind of snack, it's another option to consume the protein powder. Sometimes just we have an idea to consume the protein powder, like just in shakes or in protein bars. So sometimes it's a good idea to have more options to consume. Vamos a mezclar súper bien. Comento que es importante tener más opciones para consumir la proteína en polvo, no solamente en un shake, sino en una barrita, en este tipo de mezclas, en un snack dulce, rico, que sea más sencillo para que el paciente lo pueda consumir. So we're gonna mix very well until you get a kind of cookie dough. And actually it's gonna be a kind of raw cookie dough.
If you're cooking with the protein powder, does it degrade the quality of the protein at all?
Actually, I don't know, but I don't think that changed. Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe you need to check that information with Veronica or Mariana, because I don't know very well, but we use a lot of protein powder in dishes like soups or brownies, and still the purpose. So, yeah.
Protein powder in soup, so what flavor? Vanilla?
Natural.
Natural.
We use the natural in every soup that we serve you. We use like 1 or 2 scoops to give you more protein in all the dishes. Actually, if you remember the last Alfredo sauce that we served you at lunch yesterday with the portobello, we add a little bit of protein powder too. Again, remember that this is a cancer diet. That's why we need to add a lot of vegan protein in your preparations, because we don't have the animal protein. We have a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna start to use my hands. It's gonna be more easy, and you can see the consistency. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna add the whole batch from the syrup, and then we're gonna start to get a bowls. Vamos a hacer unas bolitas con esta masita que estamos preparando. So you can see right now, that's stick. It's ready. So you're gonna use just like 1 teaspoon of the soaking water, and that's enough. But depending the size from the dates. So now Our dough is ready, and we're gonna start to make the balls. This it's gonna be for 10 portions. Also, you can bake them. I mean, you can shape it, flatten like this, and cook inside of the oven, and it's gonna be a protein cookies. So it's so versatile. Vamos a hacer las bolitas y les comento que también pueden hacer en el horno, pueden hornearlas y hacerlas como galletitas. We're gonna put inside of the freezer or the fridge, like, I don't know, fridge 30 minutes and the freezer 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna be ready to eat, because all the ingredients that we have here are raw, but it's okay, you can eat it. But we're gonna enhance flavor, the next step. After to put inside of the fridge, we're gonna cover with chocolate. It's the most important part of the cooking class today. Vamos a cubrir con chocolate después de ponerlas unos 15-20 minutos dentro del refrigerador. So I'm gonna start to melt chocolate. Do you know how to melt chocolate? We're gonna start to make a kind of double boil. Do you know what is a double boil? We're gonna make the same technique. So I'm gonna start to place water in a pot. Vamos a derretir chocolate a baño María. ¿Sabe cómo hacer el baño María? In Spanish we say baño María to the double boil, or bain Marie in French. It's totally different the word. Okay, so here we have now it's ready. So we're gonna put just 5 minutes in the freezer. And we're gonna start with the chocolate. So I'm gonna use a bowl, and we're gonna start to bring to the boil the water, because we need to melt. But the first or the worst enemy for the chocolate is the water. So you need to be careful when you start to melt, because if you add a little bit of water in the chocolate, it's gonna be a mess. So you need to be careful with that. So that's why I'm gonna teach you how to melt chocolate.
70% hot chocolate, not 90 like I thought. That 90 was good.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, I'm gonna use this kind of chocolate that actually is amazing in this brand. The bad thing is that it's a local brand, but it's 70% cacao, sweetened with monk fruit, and dairy free. Vamos a utilizar chocolate 70% cacao, endulzado con monk fruit, y es libre de lácteos. Would you like to taste a little bit, ladies, sir? It's amazing, the flavor.
It's more tolerable than the 90. That's more tolerable.
This one.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
we're okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sí, es como chocolate amargo, pero está un poquito dulcecito. Remember that more amount of chocolate, it's gonna be less amount of sugar. That's why we recommend you 70, 80, 90% of the time.
What is the brand for this?
Akbal. It's a local brand.
Akbal.
Yeah, it's a local brand, and the flavor is so good. But right now, actually not in Mexico, in all the world, it's a problem, the cacao, because there is some problem with the weather, and rained a lot on Africa, so start to rise the coast. So right now the chocolate is so expensive, so expensive. Okay, we need to be careful with the chocolate. Okay, so I'm gonna start to add it. Right now, actually, you can see it start to boil there. So we're gonna lower the temperature, and we're gonna chop it like this. It's gonna be more easy to melt it. Any questions?
Do you have a melter at home? Is that okay to use too?
I'm sorry?
Just like a chocolate melter?
chocolate melt. Yeah, you can use that. You can use your microwave too.
I had like
And
the
it's-
same. I
wow.
just wanted to know if that was
Wonderful.
the case.
Yeah, it's more easy. Some people
Yeah.
added a little bit of coconut oil.
Yeah,
So
they're like $10 at Walmart.
I need one of those in my home. So I'm gonna start to melt. You can see everything on the TV. You can see that it's so fast. Pueden ver que es tan fácil de derretir. Actually, I'm gonna turn off because the temperature is important too, not too hot. And it's gonna start to melt. Remember that you can consume a lot of chocolate in your diet, so
So do it.
yeah, so do it, exactly.
Every morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the
man.
best part
It's
for me.
terrible.
It's one of the best part that I love it because sometimes it's difficult to create dessert without fruit, without sugar, without butter, and the chocolate is a good substitute for the consistency, for the flavor, for the color. So do it, like Daddy said, do it. Okay, so now it's ready. So you need to be careful with the steam, with the drops, and don't add it any kind of liquid, just with the remaining heater, it's going to start to melt. You can add a little bit of coconut oil to melt better, but just a little bit, like 1 teaspoon. And now it's ready for,
Yeah.
just kidding, just kidding. Okay, so now we are ready to start to cover with the chocolate. Vamos a empezar a conseguir las bolitas. Oof, the best part. Remember that you can make sir, I don't remember your name.
Rubber.
Robert. Like Robert said, you can make a big batch and start of the week and
Eat them all on Monday.
You don't want to remember.
one Monday, one Tuesday. Yeah, I mean it's another good idea to consume the protein, and you can place in an airtight container, and you can store it for I don't know, maybe 15 days in the fridge.
And
It
how do you
has-
freeze them?
You can freeze it. It's gonna be a little bit. It's gonna crack a little bit the chocolate, but it works.
Okay.
Maybe you can chop it and put in an ice cream.
Okay,
I
that's
don't
good
know.
too.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
So we're gonna start to cover. Look at that. And I'm gonna use a toothpick. Voy a utilizar un palillo. Va a ser más sencillo para poder cubrir con el chocolate. We're gonna remove the remaining. Vamos a quitar el restante así. Pueden ver en la televisión. You can see on the TV. Go. And we're gonna place in a plate. I recommend you to place a little bit of parchment paper or maybe a little grease with coconut oil or avocado oil to prevent to stick. I forgot to put, but it's gonna be alright. The part of the workout, stick it out. Les recomiendo también que pongan un poquito de papel encerado abajo para que no se les pegue, o un poquito de aceite de coco o aceite de aguacate para que no les cueste trabajo quitarlo del plato. Okay. So what do you think about the process of this recipe, the first recipe?
Good, it's easy.
It's easy, right? So I'm gonna make the magic of the TV show. So I'm gonna put inside of the fridge. I recommend you like 20 minutes on the fridge, 5 minutes in the freezer. And after that, I'm gonna be ready. So look at that.
Not like anybody asking here.
Look at that. So you can put in a container.
I make the unhealthy version. So.
Uh-huh. The peanut butter balls, or what do you call them?
Peanut butter Rice Krispie balls, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I just made
For the
like
ones with
200
or
of them.
peanut butter in them.
That's how
pueden ver.
thank
You
you
can
know
see.
my pet sitters.
Yeah, that's too bad. Organic peanut butter. And it was peanut butter.
Yeah.
We're gonna start to taste. It's the best part. Vamos a empezar a probarlas. Would you like one first tip?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. I was just gonna give him this one, but
Very good. I like it.
What do you think?
Good.
no, I really do.
Se la llevo a mi paciente.
Would you like one for Iván?
Para que
¿Quiere
ella
una? ¿Quiere una para...?
Si tienes la mitad,
Claro.
para yo llevarle a mi pacientita. Esta se la llevo a ella y esta yo la pruebo.
Ok, claro que sí.
Gracias.
Look, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
It's good,
I
right?
mean, for
So-
being a healthy snack.
Yeah, it's
You
a
know?
healthy snack. See, that's why it's a good idea to make it and consume. So now we're gonna start with the second recipe that actually is gonna be the first one in your paper. The peanut butter cookies. Please, go ahead. The magic of the TV show. So we're gonna start with the protein cookies. In this case, I'm gonna use peanut butter. I forgot to take my jar of peanut butter. We buy on Costco. It's a brand. I don't remember the name. It's Let Us. I think that is Let Us. I'm gonna show you later. It's a organic peanut butter, and it's so good. And if you're gonna buy a peanut butter, only you need to check the label, and the one ingredient, it should be just peanuts, or just almonds, or just any nut, because you don't need anything to make your own nut butter, just the nut. So we recommend you, if you're gonna buy it, organic peanuts. Estoy platicando respecto a que recomendamos la crema de cacahuate, de preferencia que sea orgánica y que solamente sea el único ingrediente cacahuate. O sea, no otra cosa, no aceites, no azúcares, eso es lo que nosotros recomendamos. Okay, so we're gonna start to make these kind of cookies, but first we're gonna preheat the oven at 350 Fahrenheit. Vamos a precalentar el horno a 350 Fahrenheit, que son unos 180 grados Celsius. Es más o menos como lo que estamos acostumbrados a hornear, ¿no? So we're gonna preheat the oven, and now we're gonna make a kind of egg replacement, because again, we don't have dairy products, we don't have eggs. You can consume eggs, but you need to be careful with the amount. That's why we like to teach you how to make vegan option to consume. And the most important thing of this kind of snack is that you can eat the whole batch. Because it's gonna be keto friendly. I mean, we don't have carbs, we don't have gluten, we don't have any dairy products, but we need to replace. So we're gonna use flax seeds. In this case, I have 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds, and I'm gonna use 3 tablespoons of warm water. If you like to replace in your home any kind of eggs in your recipe, it should be always the same ratio, 1 to 3. 1 tablespoon of warm water plus 3 tablespoons of flax seeds, ground flax seeds, or ground chia seeds. It's gonna be equal like 1 whole egg. So I'm gonna start to add it, the water. Estoy explicando que en este caso vamos a hacer una galletita keto. ¿Qué quiero decir con esto? No tiene ningún tipo de carbohidrato. Entonces le vamos a agregar aparte un huevito de linaza. Este huevito de linaza va a ser para que pegue, porque no tenemos huevo, ¿no? Entonces les digo que si quieren reemplazar un huevo de linaza en cualquier tipo de su receta, siempre va a ser el radio 1-3. Que voy con esto, una cucharada de linaza más 3 cucharadas de agua. Y con eso va a tener su huevito de linaza.
So you say
Que espese.
one
Más
flax,
que espese. Ah, perdón.
Sí, nada más que esté espesito.
1 flaxseed egg replacement, so it's one or the other, egg or flaxseed?
Exactly. You can use one egg, and actually it's gonna be totally different the consistency. It's gonna rise a little bit, more crispy if you add eggs. Just you need to be careful with the amount, and that's it. So we're gonna start to mix very well. And actually you can see right now the consistency is a little bit slimy.
La linaza es molida.
Sí, la linaza es molida, pueden ver la consistencia, es como gelatinosa.
Sí.
And now I'm gonna start to mix in another bowl the dry ingredients. So again, we have protein powder. In this case, I'm gonna use natural vanilla protein powder. Vamos a utilizar la proteína de vainilla. It's gonna be 1/4 cup. And I'm gonna add just a little bit of stevia. In this case, I'm gonna use stevia to potential the monk fruit. It's up to you, but I like to use a pinch, and it's gonna be totally different. The flavor, like more sweet. If you have some struggle with the monk fruit, because sometimes it's difficult to for your stomach, for your digestion, you can use a little bit of stevia to lower the amount of monk fruit. Vamos a utilizar un poquito de stevia para darle un sabor como más dulce sin necesidad de agregarle más azúcar. Again, a pinch of salt. And it's gonna be good flavor. And now I'm gonna add it the peanut butter here in the wet ingredients. And remember that the monk fruit, all the time I recommend you to add in the wet ingredient. Why? Because sometimes it's difficult to dissolve. Any kind of sugar, it should be in the wet ingredient when we're talking about baking. So I'm gonna add in the wet ingredients, and then we're gonna start to mix very well. Vamos a agregar el monk fruit. ¿Saben qué es el monk fruit?
No.
Do you know what is monk fruit? Oh, today it's gonna be our sweetener.
Okay.
This is the brand, esta es la marca que utilizamos, that we use as our replacement.
Es suplemento de azúcar.
Sí, exactamente, es un suplemento de azúcar, lo voy a utilizar casi con el mismo radio y es muy parecido el sabor. Es uno de, pues, de nuestros favoritos. You can see the brand we use, it's la Canto brand, it's so common in the US. ¿Usted puede encontrar de dónde?
Zacatecas.
Zacatecas, quizás en el Costco o alguna tienda.
Nada más hay Sam's y Walmart, a lo mejor sí.
En Walmart lo puede conseguir, o igual en Amazon o en alguna tienda como de productos naturales. Solamente tiene que checar que solamente sea monk fruit. Sí, lo puede encontrar en Amazon, dice que está en Amazon. So now we're going to start to mix very well. If you can see, we don't have any flour. Just we have 4 ingredients, and that's the best part, because sometimes you have the best recipe but with a lot of ingredients, difficult to find it. So that's why it started the purpose of this cooking class, to give you option easy to make and easy to find all ingredients. So I'm gonna start to mix. And here just we have protein and good fats for you. That's it. And the flaxseed that is good for you too. So I'm gonna start to I'm gonna start to mix with my hands until you get an equal, a similar cookie dough. You can see right now the consistency. Vamos a empezar a mezclar súper bien y puede ver la consistencia, es como una galletita, una masa de galletita normal. So look at that. How do you know that it's ready? You need to mix until you get a homogeneous mixture, until you don't see the difference between one color and the other. So we need to knead a little bit more. ¿Cómo sabe que ya está lista? Hasta que se despegue de sus manos y no pueda haber ninguna diferencia de colores. Ahí es cuando sabemos que ya está lista. I'm gonna set aside. And now we're gonna start to shape it, and we're gonna cook just for 10 minutes, and then we're gonna be ready to eat. What do you think about the process? Easy
Take you
too,
home
right?
with me.
Yeah.
Oh, so sweet. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that comment. So yeah, so you can make again a big batch. And remember that you can send me an email anytime. Pueden mandarme un correo si tienen alguna duda. If you have any doubt or any problem, I can help you with any recipe. Also, if you can find specifically a recipe and the PDF, I can share with you. Every day we serve you new recipes, we create different kind of preparations, so sometimes we don't have the whole batch of all the recipes that we serve you downstairs. So I'm gonna make this kind of shape, and then I'm gonna use a fork. Vamos a utilizar un tenedor para marcar, and that's it. You can place in a jar at room temperature and keep it, it lasts up to 10 days. Because again, just we have vegan ingredients, just we have fats and the protein powder.
It won't last 10 days. It'll be gone before.
Also, if you like to change the flavor, you can add a little bit of cinnamon powder, maybe chocolate chips, you can add almond slices, or maybe change the flavor for the protein powder for chocolate. So you can make twice or 3 times the recipe with different kind of ingredients to get different kind of chocolate. I'm sorry, chocolate, no, flavors, yeah. Les estoy comentando que pueden utilizar esta mezcla para hacer diferentes combinaciones, por ejemplo, cambiar la proteína de vainilla por chocolate, ponerle un poquito de chispas de chocolate, le puede poner nueces, le puede poner canela y hacer diferentes tipos de preparaciones, de diferentes tipos de sabores. Okay, one more. This is gonna be for me, the tiny one. Yeah, so this is another option because sometimes, I mean, if you need to consume a specifically amount of protein powder, you don't need to put all the scoop in one shake, and it's gonna be difficult to consume it. That's why you can measure throughout your day, maybe in a snack, maybe in a soup, maybe in a cookie.
Definitely in the cookie.
Yeah, it's the best idea. Thank you, Rose. So now we're gonna cook just for 10 minutes.
I thought she didn't.
See how I
I was
do
gonna
the
say
cookie? Yeah.
No, that's fair enough.
Okay, and now we're gonna finish
Good.
with the last recipe. It's gonna be a shake.
Creamy chocolate cookie shake, yay.
1 second, I forgot one ingredient. On the paper it's avocado, right? I forgot the avocado.
I can't see that.
1/4 avocado.
Yeah.
Another
Oh,
other
on, I'll read the back one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hola Adrián, oye, es muy suave, ¿me puedes traer un aguacate en frutita, por favor?
Salt makes avocado
Sí,
taste
súper
better.
rápido, please. Gracias. Bye. Sorry, anytime I forgot something. Okay, but let's continue. We're gonna make a double chocolate shake, and we're gonna use avocado. It's a little bit weird, but you will see. If you in the past consumed the shake that we serve you downstairs, like the chocolate flavor, you don't feel the consistency for the avocado. Why we're gonna use the avocado? Because it's a good fat for you. I mean, it's better for you, and it's gonna be total creamy, the consistency of the chocolate shake. You don't need to add milk or other kind of ingredient to get this kind of creamy consistency. That is the secret on our shakes. So I'm gonna use, 1 second, I'm gonna use the chocolate. I'm gonna make this kind of shake. But again, this is a base. You can mix your own protein powder with different kind of ingredients. I'm gonna use today these ingredients. So here we have coconut milk, Manfred, Nutella. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much, Jenny. Okay. My friend, avocado. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna use the coconut milk, Nutella. In this case, I'm gonna use Nutella. This Nutella we make here at Oasis. It's a healthy Nutella. Es una Nutella saludable. We use half and half almonds, half hazelnuts, chocolate, and cacao. Manfred, that's it. You can use that, or you can use just peanut butter and nut butter. You don't need it. Actually, you can add the whole almonds or the whole cashews to get this kind of soft consistency. You don't need it. We're gonna use a little bit of monk fruit again. This is gonna be our sweetener, but you need to be careful with the amount because the protein powder has a little bit of sweetener. Actually, it's stevia and monk fruit. Vanilla extra, again, this is up to you. A pinch of cinnamon powder and cacao powder. We're gonna use that to get the best flavor of the shake. Aquí tenemos un poquito de monk fruit, que va a ser nuestro sustituto de azúcar, la proteína de chocolate, la vainilla en extracto, la canela en polvo y el cacao en polvo. Todos estos ingredientes son opcionales, pero nos van a dar un sabor muy rico. Y obviamente pues el aguacate, ¿no?
La proteína es la que dan aquí.
Sí, es la proteína que tenemos aquí, exactamente. So I'm gonna start to add 1 cup of coconut milk. Why I'm gonna use coconut milk? Because it has a lot of fat instead of the almond. And the fat is flavor. So maybe you can change, but if you don't have with the fat, it's okay, and it's a good fat for the coconut milk. The protein powder, vanilla extract, cinnamon powder, cacao, monk fruit, and the Nutella. Second. Just 1 tablespoon to enhance this kind of chocolate flavor. Downstairs, to make different kind of flavors, we use the same base. Milk, protein powder, monk fruit, and berries, or maybe avocado, maybe strawberries, depending. You can make different kind of combinations in your home. And now, the avocado. So I'm gonna use just 1/4 of the avocado. And actually one of my favorite shakes that I made every day in my home is strawberry, coconut milk, the protein powder, and 1/4 of avocado. And oh la la, it's amazing the flavor. Yeah, because you don't feel the avocado, but feels the smooth consistency. Vamos a agregar el aguacate para darle esta consistencia cremosa. Les digo que también es bueno porque pues son grasas buenas para ustedes. And almost forgot, ice. We need ice. Again, this is up to you. You can add 1 cup, half cup, 1/4 cup of ice, depending. And now we're gonna start to blend. One more time. like more liquid, you can add more milk. You can add. I'm gonna taste first. Ooh, good. You can add more ice. And just with the avocado and the nut butter or the Nutella, we create this kind of flavor. What do you think, guys? ¿Qué opina? ¿Qué le pareció? ¿Le gustó la idea de...?
Sí.
Sí.
Es que ella casi siempre, bueno, la otra vez que no se la tomaba sola
¿La
la
proteína?
proteína.
¿Y si le gustó?
Pues así se la tomó. me
¿Sí?
dijo que sí. Yo creo que sí.
Yeah, if you have
Pero
some...
ya son otras opciones.
Claro, claro, sí que puede consumir, que puede preparar en caso de que no le guste. Si le gusta, pues no hay problema, ¿no? But if you have some struggle with the flavor of the protein, you can make this preparation in your home. Also, you can put this preparation in a mold popsicle and put inside of the freezer, and that is another way to consume the protein powder.
That'd be good. We're in Texas.
Yeah, right?
Something real.
Just don't walk outside with it in Texas.
Yeah. It's delicious. It's delicious.
Thank you.
That's really good.
Almost tastes like coffee to me.
That's what I was gonna say. It almost has a
Okay.
coffee flavor.
Wow, yeah, coffee is a good idea. You can add a little bit of coffee.
That too.
Yeah, new recipe for me.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
I was like, maybe I'm crazy.
Do you have a
and then
suggestion of good coffee?
Yeah, actually, on the PDF we have some recipes to get an iced coffee latte. We use the protein powder, cinnamon, and almond milk, and blend it with palm fruit, and then added half and half of the mixture and half of the coffee with a lot of ice. That's it, and that is another option to consume the protein powder. Remember that it's so important to consume the protein powder. You can eat in your oatmeal, in your coffee, in different preparation. Also, we use to get this kind of dessert or dishes.
What brand of organic coffee you use
That's what
in the?
It's a local brand. I don't remember very well the brand, but it's from Mexico.
Do you know, like,
Yeah,
Do you grind it up from the bean, or do you put it in like instant?
instant.
Instant.
Yeah. We use just a powder. Yeah, and maybe it's not the best flavor for a coffee person because
But
I know that
you
it's
use
Puts the coffee in the chocolate though.
yeah.
That's what matters.
You know
Puts
what,
the coffee in the chocolate.
Jody,
Hmm.
I think Amazon has organic coffee.
Okay, probably.
Like, yeah,
Yeah. There's I think even Starbucks has an organic, like the what do they call those things? They come in a little
Keurig?
no, they come in a little one serving.
Oh yeah,
You
serving
rip the
like,
top
Oh, those
off,
little express
Viva
food.
or whatever it was called. But I think they have an organic one.
So now the cookies are ready, and we're gonna
And we
freeze
have
them with a little
leftover
bit
chocolate.
of chocolate, obviously. We're gonna use the leftover. Vamos a utilizar un poquito del chocolate que derretimos, and look at that.
Well, what about the cookie vice in the freezer over there?
Oh.
It's for me. Oh no.
We'll see him at dinner.
Yeah. Actually, at dinner we're gonna serve you pecan pie.
Oh,
Yeah.
very good.
I
He's
made it in
gonna
the
love
morning,
that.
so it's gonna be the first time that we serve you pecan pie here at Oasis.
Oh, really?
You made-
so
Daddy's
we were the
gonna
guinea
love
pigs
that.
when you made it, and we say
It was
yay, and then you serve it.
You made it in the morning?
Yeah, I
What
made.
happened to the one you had last time?
Oh.
The magic of the cooking show.
No, it doesn't work downstairs.
Staff eats it.
Yeah.
We can say-
I made in the morning because it's a new recipe, so I make some different for the last Friday because I think that maybe a little bit more chewy is gonna be better. So I hope you enjoyed it.
I thought it was
Vamos a servir pastel de nuez pecana, que es como muy común en Estados Unidos. Entonces a ver si les gusta en la cena.
Hoy en la
Hoy en la
cena.
cena, sí.
Yo ya me voy segura a mi paciente con su esposo.
Very good. Oh,
Hey! Just in time.
Just in time.
Be careful, it's really warm.
Rod, is anybody sitting here?
No, you are. It's a good seat for
What
you.
what is this?
Here's one.
This is peanut butter cookies.
Oh, I hate peanut butter cookies.
what a hot stuff.
Peanut butter cookie bites.
Yeah.
And did she do the cookie dough
Yeah.
treat?
Oh, yeah.
It has peanut butter in it.
This is special for you, Thomas.
You're back.
Yeah.
I thought you were gone.
No, why? I'm
What?
working here.
Well, no, somebody gave yours talk on Tuesday morning.
Oh no, I'm not Mariana.
Okay.
I'm Gaia. Yeah, Mariana is a nutritionist and she's on vacation.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
These things are absolutely.
I know.
Is that the cookie dough treat?
cookie dough?
I needed to come back because I needed to make sure I had the right recipe.
Does anyone want more? Maybe half piece?
Sure.
Okay. ¿Quiere un poquito más?
No, así está bien.
Okay.
Está muy rico.
Were you able to pick out the date now?
Yeah, I don't know, believe it or
Not
not.
really. The cookie bowl, I was
You
able
like
to
that?
a little
See,
bit, but
doesn't
not much.
it? You do it.
Two more?
Yeah, I mean,
No,
I
I'm
can eat
good.
if you will, but
Oh.
Thomas?
I'm
Yeah.
trying to try
Mhm.
first.
No, thank you.
Nice.
Se cuenta.
I like these. He
Oh,
doesn't
Yeah, the peanut butter cookie.
Oh, you will. My grandma
Me
used to
decía
make
la
the,
nutrióloga,
like I said,
como
the
yo ya me voy,
unhealthy version
dice,
of
¿no
these
nos
at home.
podrías
I
mandar
just make
recetas o
like
la
Claro.
paciente?
Claro que
house
sí,
sitting
sí
for
me
me. I
puede
have a couple
compartir
trad
aquí, por
people
favor,
that are
su
taking
correo.
care of my home and the
Es
pets.
tan amable.
And
Yo le
so,
mando en
you know,
español,
I
solamente
sit
todas
up
las
there just
recetas.
thanks to everybody.
Solo permítame un momento. Ay, tampoco puse la hoja, pero aquí me lo puede compartir. Gracias.
Le pongo el nombre de la paciente y mi correo.
Sí, por favor.
They seem pretty simple.
Which one is your favorite? We need to make a hard decision today. The double chocolate shake, the cookie dough treat, or the
Mm.
Cookie dough
crunching
treat.
cookies.
The chocolate shake was pretty good though.
I like how easy the shake is.
Yeah.
What if you wanted to make it thicker? How would you go about doing that?
Um,
The shake.
with the avocado and ice.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Take,
avocado and
take the
ice.
rest of that chocolate.
Yeah,
It's
it's
all
get
that
chocolate
rich
drizzle
and
and
then
some
with
coffee.
the- Yeah.
Do the fancy
absolutely,
drizzle.
yeah.
Is it oatmeal in it?
Sorry?
Oatmeal?
Oatmeal I use for your shakes? Yeah, you can use oatmeal to get, yeah, actually every morning too, I use a little bit of overnight oats
Oh,
to make my matcha instead of use any kind of milk, so it's a good idea, but again, you need to be careful with the oatmeal because it's a carb. So yes, you need to be careful with that, maybe half and half, and that's it. Does
So
anyone
do you-
want water?
Sure.
I'll check.
Will adding more protein powder to any of the recipes change the consistency? Okay.
Yes, it's better, but you need to be careful with the amount because we have a sweet flavor and grainy flavor for the powder. But yeah, it's gonna be different the consistency, and it's better when we're talking about vegan preparation because we don't have this kind of thicker ingredient like dairy products.
Do you have the recipe for the
Sure.
shake?
It's on the back.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ah, never mind.
Water, ladies.
Yeah, try some. What's
Okay.
in that water?
And
I'm trying to
actually,
figure out what the pink stuff is.
we have downstairs we grow different kind of basils, and one of those is pink. Actually, it's purple, and when you soak in the water, it starts to bring out the color.
What's it called?
Basil.
Basil.
Basil. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard of purple
Yeah.
basil.
There is a lot of different kind of basil, like 10 types, or I don't know, but
Yeah,
yeah.
we were guessing. You thought that this
Yeah,
right
that's
Nicole?
Yeah.
Which makes sense that it would.
Yeah, but the
Yeah,
taste.
definitely
Basic
our like
food is
it's really good.
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing, no? And with the lime juice, create this kind of color. Yeah, with
It's
the
like
pH.
pink lemonade.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's very
like a
good.
pink lemonade. We use lime, a little bit of berries. You can get this kind of color to bring to the boil berries, and then remove the berries and add a little bit of lime juice and get this kind of pink color. Maybe with raspberries, it's gonna be more pink.
And you said you boil that when you make it?
Yeah, we here at Oasis we need to be careful with the amount of fruit, and we need to get this kind of beverage instead of pouring water. So we make this kind of punch fruit. We use apple, cinnamon, maybe basil, mint, lavender, rosemary to get this kind of beverage for you. We're going to bring to the boil and then remove the spices or the fruit, and then sweeten it with monk fruit, and that's it. We put inside of the fridge.
I am supposed to, and for Dad, I am supposed to request that we get taught how to make ice cream. That we
Okay.
had the other night, that
Yeah,
fruity
ice cream.
almondy or cashew, was it cashew?
Yeah,
Cashew
it was
ice
cashew.
cream,
That
yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah, it was really good, so if we
Thank
could
you,
learn how to
thank you.
make that,
Sure.
and also maybe one of these drinks, you know, whatever flavors you guys have, those are cool.
Yeah,
Really good.
actually on Friday we're gonna make ice cream
Yay!
with chocolate chip cookies.
Oh,
So
We're gonna
it's
miss
gonna be a
out.
good day.
If I'm gonna miss out, I
I will video
agree
it for you.
completely. I've made the cashew ice cream on multiple occasions. I mix it all up and I put it in the ice trays and
Yeah.
freeze it.
Wow, good.
But it didn't taste like what you guys had last night.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it gets super hard
Okay.
and then you take it out and you
Blended?
reblend it.
Yeah.
But do you put the jelly sauce on it the first time or the second time?
The second time. We put a little bit of jelly or berries, frozen berries, after to blend it. It's just like the chunks, and we mix. We don't blend, just with a spatula, and that's it to make this kind of flavor and color.
Okay.
Yeah, to get this consistency. But with the base that we're gonna make on Friday, you can make different kind of flavors like lime ice cream, chocolate ice cream, vanilla ice cream, chocolate chip ice cream. So the cashews is the key of the ice cream. So
But
Yeah.
but after you freeze it, when you take it out, you don't blend it again.
No.
You don't put it in a blender again.
and the ice cubes, yeah, Yeah.
You do.
we blend it again because we
Okay.
need this kind of consistency. Remember that the ice cream, the 50% of the ice cream is in the regular ice cream is sugar, and here we don't have sugar, so we need to make another technique because if you put inside of the fridge in the freezer without sugar, it's gonna be a block, difficult to melt to
Right.
blend it. That's why
Exactly.
yeah, it's so difficult to get a healthy ice cream. Healthy ice cream. So yeah, that's why we use this kind of technique. Actually, we changed the recipe, so I can share with you because we put a little bit of coconut oil to get a more soft,
Yes.
creamy consistency. Yeah.
Can I get one of those before I leave on Friday?
Sure. I'm gonna give it to Paulina. Paulina, give it to you.
Oh, terrific.
Yeah.
So that keeps it from being kind of crystally. It makes it more smooth.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we need to be careful with the crystal because the sugar prevent the crystal in the ice cream. But with the coconut oil, get without the crystal to get this kind of soft consistency after the
Te
blend.
interrumpo tantito,
Sí,
me
claro.
habla mi paciente. Entonces, nomás le separé aquí, pero es todo.
Yeah.
Okay,
Because it just
perfecto.
turns it
Gracias, Luma. Que tenga buen día. y
It's
buena
almost
noche.
like an ice cube.
Yeah. And then you blend it up, and it's just like blended ice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a good idea to make in your home, not just for the patient. I mean, every regular ice cream is made with a lot of sugar, and every person needs to be careful with the amount of sugar to consume. So, yeah, I make in my home for my husband, or maybe you can add in your shake to get a smoothie. So it's so versatile. Only you need to place in the freezer and maybe in a Ziploc bag and use your cubes in your blender, and that's it. A little bit of water or coconut to blend it, and yeah.
Does the protein shake that's in my PDF have avocado in the recipe?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't feel it. Oh. Would you like to taste it? It's made up with avocado, but you don't feel the avocado. I promise you.
Sure.
So all the shakes you're making downstairs have avocado,
Just that one.
just the chocolate.
Yeah, just the chocolate. Yeah.
That's what I was told.
Yeah, you're right, you don't taste the avocado.
And you taste like creamy and soft and smooth consistency, and it's a good fat for you. Yeah, we don't use the avocado in other kind of recipes because sometimes doesn't like this creamy consistency, like this kind of shape. But you can make in your home the strawberry with avocado, and I promise you it's gonna be amazing, the flavor and the consistency too.
Oh, strawberry and avocado?
Yeah, with coconut milk, the protein powder and monk fruit, a lot of ice, and oh my goodness, it's gonna be
What
good.
about your hot chocolate?
We use cacao powder, cinnamon powder, monk fruit, and nutmeg
And with milk?
with milk. Yeah,
With
we have
almond milk? Or the
almond
coconut
milk or coconut milk. It's up to
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I recommend you the coconut milk because again it has the fat, so it's gonna be better the flavor. And we make a kind of powder. We mix up all the ingredients like the cacao, cinnamon, nutmeg, and then we put the powder in a pot with the milk. Mix it. That's it.
Do you nuke it or do you stir it on the stove?
Stir on the stove.
So
Yeah.
every time you order a hot chocolate, you
Yeah.
have a pot there all ready to go?
Uh,
And then you just add the powder
we-
and mix?
Yeah, and the stove downstairs is so powerful. So in 1 minute it's gonna bring to the boil the lid.
Oh, you got
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So
Yeah,
it's so
quick.
easy. Yeah, it's so
Okay.
quick.
When we get the protein shakes downstairs, they ask us if we want coconut milk or almond milk.
Yeah,
Is there any difference from your perspective?
it's up to you. It's up to you. I think that it's better the coconut milk for specific this kind of recipe because it has a lot of fat, so it's gonna be more flavor. It's gonna be better consistency. For the dessert, I recommend you to the coconut milk because again we have a lot of fat, and we use the fat to give you flavor in the dishes because this kind of fat is good for you. Personally, as a cook, it's a good idea consuming
Yeah.
coconut milk. As a cook, I don't know as a nutritionist, but yeah. Okay, guys. So thank you very much for coming. See you on Friday.
Can I have one last, before I head out? I have a habit of showing up at the 11th hour. Do you use these NutriBullets for your shakes?
Yeah, it's amazing. The NutriBullet. I love it. I have one in my home, so because you can blend everything. You can blend everything. Like you can grind it, you can blend ice, you can blend everything. So,
I also
yeah.
have one at home and I would suggest them. They're awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
I use it for literally
We have the
everything
more
too.
traditional blender, but the blade